If you try to keep up with tech news today, you're immediately hit with a tidal wave of complex jargon and aggressive headlines. It creates a wall between the tech and the rest of us. It makes AI feel like a secret magic trick that only a few people in Silicon Valley are allowed to understand. When you hear a term like machine learning, it often leads to immediate paralysis. It's hard to stay curious when the language itself feels designed to keep you out. Because the subject is usually wrapped in all this mystery, most people walk away thinking they simply don't have the right kind of brain to grasp it. We should look at this differently. Imagine you aren't decoding software, but simply stepping into this kitchen. You wouldn't try to bake a massive 5-tier wedding cake on your first day. You would start by learning how to use a knife safely. Learning AI follows the same logic. You don't need to build a supercomputer on day one. You just need to identify the basic ingredients sitting on the counter. That's why we created the AI Academy Complete Beginner Training Manual. It's a cookbook for technology designed to teach you those foundational ingredients one by one. Mastering this field isn't about being a genius. It's about having a tested recipe and following it step by step. The manual is a 10-chapter journey. Zooming in on Chapter 1, we learn the rules of the kitchen, mastering the basic tools. Moving up the stairs through Chapter 9, we stack your skills, combining those simple shapes into structures used in real businesses. By focusing on only one AI topic per chapter, your mind stays clear. You never have to juggle too much information at once. The sequence is the most important part. Skipping a chapter is like leaving the flour out of a cake. The whole thing will fall apart later. This strict 10-chapter order is the reason you won't feel lost. It keeps the path steady and predictable from start to finish. Inside those chapters, the work is even more focused. Every single chapter is broken down into exactly 8 manageable sections. Each section follows this loop. We explain a concept, give you a real-world analogy to make it stick, and then give you a chance to try it. These exercises force you to use what you just learned before you forget it. Every section ends with review questions and key takeaways. Think of this as taste testing the soup. You need to know the flavor is right before moving on. If you struggle with a question, you stop. You fix your understanding right then and there, so you're never building on a shaky foundation. We use examples from actual business scenarios for these exercises. This keeps the practice relevant to your career, rather than doing abstract math problems. This constant cycle of learning and applying is what makes the knowledge stick. It ensures that no student is left behind. By the time you reach Chapter 10, all those individual lessons start working together as one smooth motion. Because you've repeated those 8 steps in every chapter, you can finally see the big picture. You understand how each of these AI tools supports the others. You aren't just following a list of instructions anymore. You've developed a natural feel for how the AI kitchen actually works. After 80 sections of practice, you've earned your seat at the table. You stop being a student who needs a manual and start being a professional who can build your own custom solutions from scratch. The manual is designed to take these 10 topics and put them to work on the real-world business problems you face every day. The huge world of artificial intelligence is really just a collection of basic ingredients, and now you know how to use them. You can start right now. Open Chapter 1, Section 1, and take that first step. Being fluent in AI is a skill you can hold in your hands. All it takes is the willingness to begin.